this swamp cooler wasn't working. It just didn't seem to blow the air. Just kind of, you know, a little bit. I think I got more air in my lungs than what was coming out of this swamp cooler. So I checked into the motor. I took the swamp cooler apart. I checked this motor right here when it was running. I shut it off. This motor right here, I put my hand on it, was hot. Hotter than H. Just wasn't working like it should. So I replaced it, or we're gonna replace it. And I'll take you through the steps that I went through. And I'm pretty sure the new motor is blowing some air. In fact, that's it right there, and it's blowing. I'll show you how I went through that, and I'll show you the steps I went through to replace it. Stand by. Just want to show you what I did with this swamp cooler today. I put a new motor in it. Removed 2 cooler pads. Mine is a window mount side, or window mount, so there's 3 cooler pads. I removed the side and the back. So that's the back and side. That's my new motor. It's been in my garage for a while, so it doesn't look new. Here's the old motor. The old motor is complete with the pulley, and the reason is because there's so much corrosion, I was unable to remove the pulley. Just be prepared for that if you're gonna replace your own motor. On the back of the motor, there's a plate right here. This plate, there's 2 screws there and there. Goes like this. Okay. And there's a wire that your plug should come out of there. This is the hot wire or black. This is the white wire or common. This is the red wire or a load wire. And then right here is a ground screws. This is green. So green, red, white, black. That was pretty easy to do. I'll show you a picture of it. I've already got it hooked up. There's my plate. There's the cord. It's going to plug in right to there. The motor sits in these little saddles. This right here is a saddle, and there's a clamp that goes right there where my finger is. This side is already clamped. Right there's the clamp. And right here's my new pulley. This particular pulley is adjustable. So this inside part rotates, and you can change the depth for your pulley. I set it at a point where I thought it was similar to the old pulley. Set screw right there takes a Allen wrench. This set screw secures it to the shaft. And there's another set screw. This set screw secures the adjustment. Speaking of the shaft, make sure you have the correct shaft size. This shaft size is, I think, 7/16. Don't buy the wrong pulley. Get the correct shaft size. They'll sell you the wrong shaft size if you're not careful. So I have this clamp on. The new motor sets in the saddles. So I have a saddle there, the saddle on the other side. I'm going to put the other clamp right here. And I'll plug it in and put the pulley on. And I'll show you how I do that. Right here are the motor clamps. This is the old clamp. You can see the corrosion on there. that screw is really tough to move. This is the new clamp. You can buy these just about at any hardware store. Got a new screw, new clamps, so it should go on pretty easy. And I'm going to put that on right now. It takes about 3 hands to do this, but you got one piece up here. The second piece fell in the water. It goes down here. I need a third hand, but it's going to go in here, and that screw is going to go in there. All I got to do is put a screw on the bottom of it. There's a nut on it. Then that's sitting on my water pump. The motor that I have here is a 3/4 horse motor. It says it on the label. On the new motor, same 3/4 horse motor. 3/4 horse motor. The pulley, according to the package, is a 1 horse motor, or a 1/3 horsepower adjustable motor pulley, but it's adjustable. So I adjusted it out so that it is a little bit bigger, so that it matches the 3/4 horse motor. If it when I turn it on, if it sounds like the motor is buzzing a lot, or if it overheats, that means that I don't have the pulley adjusted properly. Next step is to attach the belt, and I'll be good to go. When I attach the belt, there's an adjustment screw right here, and it's on both sides. There's an adjustment screw there, and also on the other side, right there. This bolt right here takes a 7/16 end wrench. So I'm going to loosen that up. Loosen them both up. Like that. And then you got to go to the other side. And the same 2 screws are over here, bolts in here. Just loosen it up like that, and make sure you do both of them. That one's right here. And then this motor will adjust. Hold on, I'm gonna have to loosen up. It's been a while. So I adjusted it all the way down right here. So this whole thing tilted like this. So the reach for the hose, the belt is, I can get that on there. Okay, see how that works? If you rotate this, if you take your finger and kind of rotate this, be careful. See, it comes off real easy. Pretty simple, just put it right there on the wheel, rotate it around, and it goes on. Next thing I do is I got to push this up. I need to push this up to tighten the belt, because the belt's very loose. The belt should have about a 1/2 inch of play, and right now I have too much play. So I'm going to do that. It's going to take 2 hands. I'm going to set the phone down. So I just use my hands. I push the motor up, and then tighten up this bolt. And I tighten up this bolt, and I've got, I guess less than 1 inch of play in there. You don't want it too snug, but you want it snug enough that it's not going to come apart. And then I'm going to start it, and if the motor buzzes a lot, that means that the pulley is not adjusted correctly and it needs to be adjusted out. If the pulley is adjusted so that it's too big, that means the motor's going to work too hard. So you have to adjust it so that the diameter is a little bit smaller, or just small enough so the motor's not working too hard. The motor works too hard when it's hot and buzzing. Anyway, I think I have it just about right. I'll go turn it on and we'll check it out. I'm gonna let this motor run for a while. I don't hear any buzzing, but I'll check it with my hand. If that motor wants to overheat, that means I'll have to adjust the pulley so that pulley is just a little bit smaller. There's an adjustment screw in the back and then you just rotate it. It's a real easy adjustment. But I think I got it right. Sure works a lot better.